Eddie G.
Oh,
Oh, that better?
boom.
Is that any
Good.
better?
Good. Good. I don't hear it now.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, yeah. So how you guys doing on this Friday night?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Excellent. I'm doing the Eddie G TV show. Like,
Yeah. Fuck. So are we, bro. So
it
we're
doesn't get
fucking. It's sunny
it
out. We're doing the
doesn't get
Eddie
any
G
better than
TV
this.
show. Can't get much better than this, right?
It doesn't get any much better than this.
Who else you have on tonight?
Um, Ash had a low Zeppo from Toronto, and then Pip Skit. He's a Canadian rapper. He's from Vancouver. He's the early '90s. He's done a bunch of shit. He was on Much Music all the time back in the day. So
Nice.
definitely a dope one. I'm looking forward to. But I'm also looking forward to this right here because like.
Bro, I couldn't sleep last night. I was like, am I the first person to be on Eddie G TV, your new series, twice? Maybe.
I think you might be.
I think.
shit.
This is it.
Podcast set
This
records.
This is my second time in quarantine on Eddie G TV. I remember the last time I was on, the biggest mind fuck that I had was Eddie G told me that his favorite burger was a burger that comes with peanut butter on it, and it blew my fucking mind. That people eat cheeseburgers with.
Wait, cheese and peanut butter?
That's exactly what I said, dude. That's exactly
And
what I
banana.
said. Wait. And I was like, dude, my first impression, I was like, yo, if you're going to eat a cheeseburger with peanut butter, it's got to have like maple syrup or something to make like the meat sweet, right? Like, I feel like
It has
just
banana.
the thought of a peanut butter and just like a regular ass burger is like disgusting, bro. I'm still mind fucked to this day.
No, the banana definitely makes it key. Like,
Banana?
But that's what I mean, banana on a cheeseburger, bro.
Yeah,
These
for
burger
sure.
places are getting crazy out here, man. Like ketchup and relish ain't cutting it no more.
All right. But
Yeah.
definitely. I think I wanted to talk about is like when I first started coming to Hamilton, like everybody was like, "Yo, the High Cats." Like that was like the time when when you guys were man, you guys every major show that people like when somebody come into Hamilton, you know the High Cats are like opening up for these big acts, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. We got to open up for basically every big act that came through for like a 4 or 5 year span. Yeah. It was pretty nutty, yeah.
To be honest, our very first show that we ever did together, like literally the reason the High Cats came together, man, was back in the day, there was like a new club that was opening downtown. I think we might have even talked about this last time, but there was a new club that was opening downtown, and they were bringing D12s through. And obviously without Eminem, but at that time, I was recording with Mitch over at Unit 8, and I know like Rash, I'm pretty sure, Dose, obviously him and Dose were super tight.
It was basically everyone that was recording at my place.
Yeah, straight up Lottie and ARC
Yeah,
as well.
like to be honest, I had spoke to a couple of the people in the city originally, like about doing the High Cats, and like they're like, no, like it's too big of a group, like blah blah blah, which I totally understood. But it's funny, like I remember like years later they were both like, man, we should have joined the High Cats.
Yeah, that was it. That's how the High Cats started, bro. We needed enough bodies to sell tickets to not lose money on D12, because like shit like that, at the end of the day, a lot of it was like investors and people with money and shit that were bringing these acts through town, and like a lot of our reputation came from us, not only the music, but just the fact that we could actually sell out venues, you know what I mean? So we were almost like one of the safest bets in the city to not lose money on a show, you know? So that's kind of, at that time, was sort of like, I guess, what we would consider a bit of our like takeover of Hamilton at that. And not takeover, obviously there's tons of people doing shit, but I mean like when it came to shows and shit, that's how a lot of it started. We just cemented ourselves as the must-see TV in Hamilton, I guess.
Plus, the name doesn't hurt in the city. Like, that's just, like, marketing perfection right there, you know? Like, people just automatically are drawn to the name right away, you know?
So,
our city's fucking Thai cat frenzy is nuts, so, yeah, I think that definitely helped.
Yeah. So, how was that moment? Like, was the whole group together and you guys were kind of like, somebody was like, yo, let's call it the High Cats, or was somebody just kind of came with the idea?
I think that was him. Like
Yeah,
he'd
I
have
just
to
came
tell
up
you
with the
that,
idea.
bro.
I thought it was a cool ass idea. I don't know how or when at what point, but yeah, I just thought it was a dope idea. I remember I was actually like kind of thinking of names because I had this idea for a long time, and as like I had other people coming to record, it felt good. Like everybody that was kind of recording there so much at that time, I was like, this could be a sick group. I remember I hit up Borelli.
Yeah.
Like there was an old crew back in the day called Hell Cartel in Hamilton.
That was my first rap group I was at.
Literally, right? And like I knew the back history of it and shit because of Borelli and Schmelsley and all those guys, and like I was this close to like calling the group Hell Cartel because I was like, man, I thought it'd be cool, like throwback, like it was like Hamilton's elite legend or Legion of Lyricists or whatever. Like it was a super cool name.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad we didn't go with that.
Me too. I already did that once.
Yeah.
I used to have a hat with stitching, bro. Back
Yeah,
in
I
high
remember
school,
those
where I
times,
was
bro.
like, I felt so cool to like walk around with my rap name on my hat in high school.
Of course.
It was good times, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, for
that's
sure, like,
I don't know. The name just came to me one day, and it felt right.
And the logo too. I
Logo.
think when whoever designed the logo was able to like basically pick the same font that the Tiger Cats were
Shut up,
using.
Danny Cummings.
Yeah.
Bro, he literally took the T, flipped it a bit, put it, and made an I out of it. It was crazy
Yeah,
good.
bro.
Like,
It's
I
just-
don't even care. It's so good.
Yeah, I think that's it, bro. It's like when you see, especially if you're from even Brantford. I mean, a lot of people from
Yeah.
Brantford in your area come down to watch
For sure.
Ticat games. There's not a lot of football around here. Our city's
For sure.
obviously fucking crazy about the Ticats because Hamilton really doesn't have much else entertainment wise. So like when you saw that logo and then, a couple of us were sort of established in the Hamilton scene as it was. So like you put that all together, it was almost like the perfect storm. It was free marketing.
So like,
Yeah.
everybody was solo to begin with.
I was in a group called Premium Plus.
Yeah.
Before the High Cats, so that was pretty much my history, bro. I did most of my shit with those guys. Those were guys that I went to high school with.
Mitch,
Yeah, like
were you solo?
What's that?
Mitch, were you putting out solo music?
yeah, I
before
was
that?
putting out solo music. I was putting out a lot of music with Wheezy Magic at the time. Dose was solo. Rash was pretty much solo. Lottie and ARC were kind of like they were solo, but they were working together a lot. Those two guys were in the original six, right? And yeah, they were kind of like a duo, I guess. I mean, we always considered them a duo.
Yeah.
We called them the Green Party.
Yeah, the Green Party, bro.
Yeah, the two of them, they only got one vote in thing, so it wasn't even. There could never be a split vote.
Yeah.
It was always like an inside joke with the High Cats. It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
We told them to do a mixtape called The Green Party because they'll never have enough votes to take out. It was pretty dope, man. We had a lot of funny shit like that back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you guys decided to do like originally it was gonna be three mixtapes. South, you're doing it with Rash. Mitch, you're doing it with Dose. How was that conversation, and who came up with that idea?
That was actually because of Lottie and ARC in a sense. They had a project they had started before Gateway Music. And when we were done Gateway Music, we wanted to like keep the energy going and like continue to make music. But they wanted to work on that project that they had started, which was cool. Like obviously, we all came from basically working on solo stuff, so we understood.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to like. We just kind of came up with like, hey, maybe we split up.
To be honest, it was like, yeah, like he said, we wanted to keep making
The
music.
momentum.
Yeah, we didn't want to slow down. And like to be honest, it took them forever to finish projects and songs and shit anyways. So at that time, I think Mitch and Dose, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I think Mitch and Dose had a couple songs already, and like they were the tightest two out of the group at the time, So I think just by default, that's how me and Rash partnered off on ours. ARC and Lottie were already kind of working on stuff. I think Mitch and Dose could have got shit done overnight because of how often they saw each other at that time. So Yeah, it was kind of just like I don't know, just I don't even know why we did that.
At the time, we thought it was right, you know, because of them wanting to finish up their mixtape, and then we thought, yeah, the best way to keep momentum going is if we all keep putting music out, and if we do it still as some sort of collective, we can still keep the High Cat name.
You know, another thing that I think that like
it was the worst decision.
It was a bad decision, but I think one of the other things that we're forgetting about, I think at that time was when we had just done a show out in Oshawa as well. And I remember one of the biggest hurdles that we used to have as a group is like we'd always arrange it before we got there, but then when we got there, they'd never have enough mics for us. And so we did a show where we literally did a show, which was like at that time one of our biggest opportunities. Peter Jackson invited us to go out to like Oshawa, which was like, no, I mean nothing crazy now in hindsight, but at the time to like leave Hamilton and start doing shit. I remember we showed up and they gave us 2 mics and we were passing it around like idiots. And on top of it, to coordinate 6 people to always be available on the same show dates. So I think part of it too was like having an option that, look, if we didn't want to pass up an opportunity on a show, but we couldn't get all 6 out, that doesn't just like kill our whole catalog of music that we can perform. Because I know you did a show with Rash at just the 2 of them at 77 for DJ Qbert and stuff. And I think those little albums just kind of gave us opportunities that if we got called out of town but Rash couldn't get off work or this or that, we didn't totally botch like our entire like our opportunities, you know?
Right, because if everybody's on every song, then like you have to have the group there every time, right? Like,
right. That's at that time. That's exactly how it was, dude. Like there was pretty much 6 of us on Gateway. I think there was 6 of us on every single song, and I think maybe a couple of us did like solo tracks on there just to fill out the numbers on it.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was
solo track.
Yeah,
like an 18 track.
Yeah,
album.
That was a big album. But back then, like long albums were something that was like pretty standard. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think there was multiple reasons behind hindsight being 2020. I think it was a lot of wasted music and energy. Like those projects did sell out in Dr. Disc and stuff like that, but we didn't do anything with them. You know?
No, yeah, we could have taken 2 or 3 songs from each project and put a better album together.
Yeah.
But
I can't even go back and listen to it. The last couple times I've tried to listen to songs from the one that me and Rash did, at least, like I hate to say it, but that's like the least proud music that I wouldn't show much of that to anybody. Man.
I'm the same. I like one song from Big State, one song. Yeah, and that on Big State I can listen to.
Yeah, I think it was just rushed and hype, and we were so excited that like people were finally watching us, and like everyone would be like, "When's this coming?" That we just rushed into something that we shouldn't have rushed into.
I remember the Gateway Music CD. I had the actual CD, and like I bumped that quite a bit.
I still have that actually.
When CDs were still a thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. How do you feel about like how different things are now? Like, cause like back when like all of us were starting on the scene, it was all about hand-to-hand contact, meeting people, rapping in front of them, because like you don't know if you're gonna see this person again. So like you'd be like, oh, like nowadays, like you ask people to rap, like and they'll be like, oh, check out my link. You know, like back.
I wouldn't even be back rapping if it was like it was back in the day, bro. Yeah. Let's be real. Yeah, that's half the reason, man. It's crazy. Like I knew a little bit, and then coming back and like kicking it with Stealth, and like just learning more of like how things are done now, and like it's crazy. The reach is like so much not easier in a sense. Like you got to put the work in yourself, but
for sure.
Yeah, it's just a whole different thing. Like I said, if it wasn't like this, like honestly, I don't even know if I'd be back trying to make music as serious as I am right now.
I think
it makes it worth it.
Yeah. Like you know what it is, man. I think back in the day too, when we were doing music and just the way the industry was at that time, it was like everyone was fighting for a deal. That was the thing. Fight for a deal. Yeah. I need to get an A&R to hear me. Where do I go? What show do I perform at that maybe someone's gonna be there? It was like this fantasy land of like, like some shit you see in the movies and just hope the right person saw you, and that was your entry into the game. Where I think now with the independence in music, it opens up a door that like, look, if you got a little bit of a following, the world ticks by algorithms nowadays. All it takes is to get you know, into the right ears, but now you don't have to physically be there. Like someone from across the country could hear you. Like it's just music is so much more accessible now. Like there's a lot of stuff that we did that I'm still super proud of. Like we sold out of CDs and shit too. We did a lot of work that way. But like just to know now that it's like recording a bit more. The difference too is there's a lot more promo and shit on songs now. Like singles before was like go on Facebook or MySpace even at the time and be like, go listen to my new song, or you put it in your player on MySpace there when that was a thing. But now it's like, you know, you almost need artwork for a single. You almost need videos for everything. You need something visual. The days of just posting on your Facebook and being like, go check this out, are fucking, they're done, bro. Like, but there's a lot more opportunity if you do things professionally, to be noticed by someone and perhaps get an opportunity out of that.
It's great for music, and it's even better for hip hop, because hip hop too, in the same like time span, has grown so much. Like so many people listen to rap now. Like when we started, a lot of people liked rap, but so many people, like it's probably the biggest genre in the world.
Right.
Like,
so
like
come up at the same time as the whole industry changed like that is just huge.
What you're saying is like back then it was like a lot of people just focused on their rap skills and their song making skills. Now nowadays it's like it's super impressive to see like how people can be creative with like making their song and how they're promoting their song and how they're making their image for their song. It's just so much more to the whole art, right? Like it's
I
not
think
just
that's the most fun that I've been having since coming back is like me and this guy working together to it's not just about, it is about the music mainly, but like, bro, we're really starting to figure out like a lot of the shit. Like I've had people message me like, man, how the fuck are you guys back so heavy and like hard and shit? And it's like, bro, we were never looking at the game and like, and us in like a strategy now, you know what I mean? Like now it's a strategy of how do we do this? How do we capitalize? Are we releasing too much too quick? Is this song really have the mood of society right now? It's like now I think as we've grown older and like obviously more experienced, we're looking at it totally different, and it's paying off huge already for us, dude. Like it's super fun to just learn all the extra little things that come along with releasing music and hopefully doing it at a higher level than we were before, you know?
Like for real, like I had a real moment recently. I had Dolo on the show. And,
I watched that.
With the graphics, and I asked him, like a couple people had given me compliments on my graphics for my thumbnails and shit, right?
Yeah.
And so I was feeling pretty confident. And I asked him, like, how do you feel about my my thumbnails? And he's like, oh, they're about 3 out of 10. I was like, oh shit. So like since then, like I took a way more effort to kind of like make the better
make your brand a little more professional. You know what though, bro? Yeah. Like what I will say about that is that's a real fucking friend though, bro. That's a real friend because me and this guy have this conversation all the time. Like, bro, we have a couple songs right now that like I just don't like, or he doesn't like, or a beat that we have that we just don't like, and it's like even back in the day, or most people in hip hop in general, or maybe even any genre, they just surround themselves with yes men. And it's like, and that like really hurts the quality of your work and everything, is if everyone's going to tell you how awesome your shit is when it's not. Sure. Like me and this, like if this guy says, yo, this bar sucks, or I don't like this, like we're not afraid to say that to each other, bro. Like you have to have an open relationship with people. And as much as your fans want to support you without like hating and just being like a straight hater in the comments and shit, like you need people who are critical around, or else you're just going to keep putting out a bunch of bullshit and thinking that it's something more than it is.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It's been good because I go at like 120 speed. So I'll like send Stel something and it'll be like, bro, that hook's dope. And then I'll like send him another one. I'll just like keep going and like I think it's crazy, but I'm just like feeling myself, and he'll be like, look, first 2, awesome. Last 2 or whatever, like shit, nah, bro. You know, like just relax or whatever.
You read this comment? Is that a G dose with glasses?
Fucking McPhail. Leave it up to
Dan
McPhail to
McPhail.
fucking say
We got
something.
Razor.
Yeah, I can't even
Babel,
see
what's up? North Media. McPhail says Unit 8. Oh, we got a lot.
McPhail. Fucking.
Oh, McPhail. Who's
That's my mom.
nice.
Yeah, my mom's
I
watching.
appreciate
Hi,
that.
Mom.
Nice. So
There you go. Nice. Thanks, guys.
one of the things we were just talking about the graphics is one thing I want to give some advice to you guys. Like you kill the music, but like I was looking for good photos to kind of cut for the flyer and cut, and I was like, yo, like that's definitely like in this whole digital era, we need crisp pictures.
Yeah, yo, but let me explain that for a second, though, bro, if I can.
8 years.
Yo, that's it, bro. I 100% agree, bro. But yo, to be real, like we've only been back for 2 months, bro. You know what I mean? We were out for 8 years, dude. And even me, like I did a little solo shit, but I maybe did like 2 songs in 8 years, 3 songs. Like we were gone, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, get a selfie right now.
We're doing a little selfie on NDG TV. Yo, I don't think, like, to be honest, we expected like our first new songs that we came out with. We expected them to be like a couple thousand plays, and we would have been happy. Bro, Clark Kent right after like 2 weeks jumped up to like 10K or something. It was like, dude, this is happening so quick. Like we definitely will get like photo shoots and shit like that, but like right now, bro, we're so overwhelmed and like
yeah, man. 100%.
We got the t-shirts already. It's like there's 2 of us or 3 of us with Rachel doing like all our managing and stuff like that. She's the MVP, bro. Like,
I'll be honest, we set up the site, we had 1 sale for a while. I was like, nobody's buying shirts.
Yeah.
Post the picture that they're in, and they like basically like sold out.
Yeah,
so.
sold out already. It's like that's the next step, bro. We are working on.
I gotta order more, I guess. Like shit. Like,
we're working on. We will get some pictures, bro. We'll look pretty for you, Eddie G.
Like for merch, like it was the same thing for me. Like people told me for years, like whenever you get merch, I'll buy it. But then people say shit all the time, right? They'll be like, oh, I'll come to that. So
are you throwing shade at me?
No.
You're throwing shade at me, Eddie G TV. I was supposed to buy a sweater. My card ended, bro. I got you though. I'm gonna get one. I promise. Are you gonna have tank tops in the summer, bro?
Yeah.
All right, then we'll talk in the summer because I don't want to buy a hoodie going into the warmth of Canada.
No, I'm definitely making an order like very soon. I can get tank top.
All right.
This week. The actual point that I was saying is so like yeah, when people were saying this, they were saying like I'd buy it. And then like when I actually got the merch, it was the same thing. Like you guys, you sold out right right quick. Like for me, I got all my shit sold out quick, and I was like, oh shit, people weren't lying about this. You know?
yeah, bro. That's the thing. Once you start, and like your show is super entertaining, bro. It's super fun. Like I can't obviously tune in every Friday, but I've watched quite a few. Yeah, I watched the whole night that you guys did with Junk, Stitch, and was it Windex? Or no, that was Richie Dolo that night as well. Yeah, that was the night that I watched that whole thing. Yeah, you're killing it too, bro. It's super fun to still like. It's super dope that when we come back, there's like familiar faces like you guys and some of the old people that we used to fuck with. It's like made it really even easy for us to come out and do shit like this because like people who used to fuck with us are still fucking with us, and I respect that.
Actually, Dose loves your shirts, bro.
Definitely. I'm gonna have to get Dose one, and we'll definitely have to do a swap. I'll have to get the high cats.
No doubt.
For sure.
Merch on here.
No doubt.
Definitely, like I've been saying to other artists, I'm like, all of us we're walking billboards, and like me, like why should I wear a Nike shirt when I can like wear an NAG TV shirt or a high cat shirt or a self-made shirt or you know like somebody that I know that I fuck with, right? Like,
like I think I shared a meme thing on Instagram last night, and it's like, bro, if you have 1,000 fans that support you, that actually support you, and all they do is spend $10 on any of your product in the month, whether it's a song, a T-shirt, whatever. If you only make $10 off of those people, look at the money you're putting in. You know what I mean? Look at the money you're helping your friends make, and they're not coming to you like, yo, support me hundreds of dollars. If enough people just supported, it's almost the same as small business. Music is the same.
For sure.
If enough people just went to these avenues, to think of the difference it would make in all of our lives. If just small contributions that people make are so willing to do to big corporations and shit like that, man. There's a lot of opportunity. Why not support your friends and wear their shit, man? I agree.
So, what was the or what has been the best Hi-Cats moment?
Oh fuck. Shout out Goodell. He was just talking about, you mentioned it. That trip to Oshawa was pretty dope. At the same time, we were trying to put together a little Hi-Cat documentary. I don't think anything ever came of that.
No.
But we got some good footage, and I remember like going back a while after and watching that footage. Like, I don't know, that's a memorable one for sure. Like the MGK show is kind of like
wild, but
just up there with it's pretty crazy. There's a lot, man.
I still think our Gateway CD release party was one
selling
of the craziest.
Casbah.
Yeah, the Casbah was crazy. That crowd was just nuts. I think that would be one of them. But like, I mean, it sounds cheesy and shit, bro. But like, just the chemistry we had as like a group of friends too. Like, I think some of our best memories would be like outside of the music and just like the recording sessions and all the bullshit
There's
that
so
we
much,
had, bro.
man.
Like we had, I don't know, man. It was a fun group of fucking dudes, man.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So here's actually some I'm thinking about doing, and it'd be great for to have it on the Hi-Cats next album. I was gonna say for artists that have been on the show to get an Eddie G TV skit on the Hi-Cats album.
Yeah, that would actually be fucking dope. Yo, I'd be down for something like that for sure.
You gotta start writing it. Let's hear it. I want to know what this is gonna be like.
Okay. I often know like what song comes before and what comes after.
Yeah.
Kind of like.
Yo, the only thing is though, to be real, I don't even know if we're doing an album right now, bro. We have so much shit that we're on, but I think it's like we were talking about earlier with like maneuvering.
Just being strategic with it. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like something in the future small, but right now it's just gonna be definitely singles.
Yeah, we have singles lined up and done, pretty much ready to go to like at least September-ish right now. Like we're at the point we're even thinking about for the first time. We were starting with just one a month, but I think we're putting a new single out on 420 that has Rashed on it actually, and J.R. Bevel. That's our next release. Well, I think we might even put one out potentially within the next couple of weeks after that, rather than waiting a month, but probably like one a month. And then if we ever get to the point where we have so much that we can do an EP or something, but without the ability to perform and tour and shit like that, I don't think it's the best idea to just waste an album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or like not an album, but an EP is probably more likely something we would do, like a 5 to 8 track thing. Yeah. But I think something like that with, like the music industry is hard to get money and stuff. Like touring's one of the major factors of actually making money. So I think before we do an album, we'll need something like that.
Plus, we've got a bunch of singles right now, like stacked, and like you said, like we got to get some pictures. We need some videos. Like there's some, we're doing great in a lot of areas, but definitely there's room for improvement in others. So
yeah. We need to complete the package before we jump on the albums. Like, we got a lot of loose ends to tie up right now. And then once we're back in the full swing of things, and hopefully if this momentum keeps on going, maybe we can explore an album or an EP for like winter when things are a little slower or something. But at the moment, that's not in the plans. We got some big features coming out, Eddie G.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, you did.
Benny the Butcher.
We got a Benny the Butcher track coming up, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
I love Benny. He's dope.
Bro, it's like, this is the one thing. This is one of my favorite rappers, bro. Like, maybe my favorite rapper right now. And like, we're gonna have him on a track. It's super fucking dope, bro. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's more or less like for us. Yeah. We didn't even do that for anything but like us, really. Like,
yeah.
It's just funny, like me and stuff, like we obviously talked here and there, like through like the last 7-8 years, but it wasn't until recently, like when we actually started kicking it and hanging out a lot. And yeah, it's just funny, like both of us, like a lot of similarities, you know, in like our life now, and like that was just another random thing. It was like, yo, that's like my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
Stuff like, yo, that's like my favorite.
Yeah,
rapper
I think
too.
there was like it's when we first started talking. I don't know if it was him or me, but one of us, I was like, "Yo, you heard of Benny the Butcher?" He's like, "Bro, that's all I listen to." I'm like, "Me too, bro." I'm like, I got every Benny the Butcher song in my shit, and I honestly think like those were some of the early conversations we had when we got back together. Was like, "Yo, if Griselda can make it at like Benny's 36, bro," you know what I mean? And it's like, I think it's like that. I don't know, bro. I'm
Big
so
Griselda.
I'm so hyped about that, and I think he was saying too. It's like, man, like Griselda inspired me to like start making music again, and I think they like Griselda inspired inspired me to make music again as well. Like once I started hearing like bar rap and like shit that sounded like it did before, I was like, all right, these guys can do that, but then they can still be marketable. He can still do a song with Russ where it's like gonna get to the ladies and shit. They can Swiss Army knife. I'm like, yo, I feel like that's sort of what we can do. Like obviously not on the same level as Griselda, but like we can hit different pockets as well with our music. So yeah, that's fucking, it's gonna be dope, man. I'm looking forward to that.
I think Jadakiss's album and Burden of Proof literally made me want to rap again.
Yeah.
Like that's all I was listening to on like the first lockdown.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, they're old, they can do it.
The old guys are back, man.
Yeah.
COVID has brought out everybody. Everybody who's locked at home now, you can just be a star from your own room again. So now all these old heads are doing what we're doing, and we're coming back.
For sure. So Rash, Rashawn, is he back?
He was here today.
What do you got?
He laid a 16.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Can we give you a little sneak preview, like just a little Rash? You want to hear a little Rash?
Of course.
Just do like don't give him too much. We can't give you too much. Maybe we'll start in the verse.
Let's see what we got here.
It's super dope to hear Rash come back, bro. Like when he sent me the verse today, I was just like,
yeah,
yo, it's Rash Dawn again, bro.
When he was recording, I was like, yeah, I missed you, bro. Like, what's up?
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's back, mate, but like if we keep sending people like. If we keep sending Rash and Dose and shit songs, maybe, maybe it will be a little more permanent. But
you know what, you guys were just saying about like getting back together and like me and Dolo like didn't talk for a while, and like the last time me and him got together, it was the same thing. We were talking about music. We were like, we were excited about Zelda. We were like, just talking about shit, different shit, and it was. I mean, when you have a bond with somebody like that, like, and like you spend years away from each other, and like it feels just so good to come back and like.
It's just natural, bro. Yeah, for real. You feel like you don't skip a beat. That's why I wish like we're having fun, bro. But I do wish that it'd be dope to have all 6 of us here just once. You know what I mean? And just see what the fuck, have a little bit of fun. But people's lives go on and shit. Right, let's hit. We're gonna give you about 10 seconds of Rash Dawn. Just because we know y'all been waiting for a while.
There's going to be some hook in it, too.
That is what it is. This will be out April 20th, 420.
20.
I get to the 747. Gelato got me floating like I'm ascending to heaven. I don't really burn the weed no more. I stays on some fake shit. Flows old school on some fake.
All right. That's it. You can't have too much.
Okay.
How's that sound? Sound good?
It sounds good, yeah, for sure.
Quality good? Yeah, you can hear that?
Yeah.
Nice.
It sounded dope. It kind of faded out there, but
yeah, we did that on purpose, man. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's some professional stuff. I did that on the fly too. Live.
For sure. How is it recording like 6 different obviously like you're used to your normal stuff, but like how different is everybody like recording?
Recording 6 different people back in the day was the worst. To be honest too, when we first got the group together, I kind of like I always kind of thought maybe I would like step back a bit and rap a lot less. And kind of like focus more on like the mixing and like all the extra stuff. I don't know. I guess that never really happened. Like, it's hard when you're in the studio all the time, right? Like,
for sure.
you get everyone's verse, but recording and mixing 6 different guys was tough.
All it takes is like one little
Super
thing
tough.
that a rapper's not happy with in their verse, and now this guy's got to it's one thing to redo music for 2 people. Like, this guy goes crazy right now. The amount of times, because we're being overcritical of our shit right now. So, like,
Right.
just imagine if it's almost hard to take it to that next level with that many people, because if you want to be a perfectionist on everything, re-recording 6 people, even 3 times, you know, you're now recording 18 verses and re-editing. That's like some people's full album for one song, bro. I mean, fuck, shout out to this guy, because I don't do any of that shit, man. But
Even me and Stealth are actually like really opposite on the mic. Like, we come off a lot different. Like, mixing mine and his on the same song is a challenge sometimes. Like, it's good now. Like, I'm getting the hang of it. But like, having not done it for like so long, I was like, holy shit. Like, just like the EQing and stuff. Like, our voices they come off a lot different on the mic. Like, Stealth's actually like really clear, and like I'm more of like a muffly. Like, it's just such a different. But at least it's just 2 of us.
yeah. Eventually, it's gonna be easy. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of work on that side of it as well.
To be honest, I let that slip too for the High Def album. I feel like I ended up focusing way more on writing and doing everything. Like, I'll admit now, looking back, like, I feel like I was probably a little lazy with the mixes and stuff, but we had so much going on, like, trying to do everything ourselves back then. It was pretty crazy.
That's one thing that I realized about myself. Like, when I start doing everything, I have to realize I'm like, at some point I'm like, I have to prioritize things, because like sometimes I'll start learning something new that I want to do, and then something else will come up, and I'm like, oh, I definitely need to learn this, and it's like not trying to put too much on the plate, kind of like get certain things going, and then get used to that, and then putting things in, right? Like me, like when I first started doing the 3 interviews every week, it was like I was trying to do everything at once, right? And the first couple, like after a little bit, it was like, okay, I need to slow down if I want to keep this going. But so I was like, all right, and I prioritized things, and I kept certain things going, and then once I got used to that, I was like, oh shit, I got more time for this now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Once it becomes second nature and just like easy to do. But I mean, I commend you too, bro. That's how many Friday nights in a row have you done? That's insane.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
That's
every
commitment,
Friday,
bro.
every Friday so far this year, and then I took the break on Christmas and New Year's, but I was every Friday.
I mean, it's one thing to release content once a week. It's another thing to release live content once a week, because like that takes some serious commitment and shit to actually be there and not have that day where you wake up and you're just like, fuck, I don't want to do this, you know? Like, you have to. And the consistency is like the main thing that, you know, especially with a show like yours, bro. Like, you know, if you kind of half-ass it and don't show up one Friday you can get away with, but if it just becomes a thing like, yo, I went to go watch Eddie GTV and it wasn't on this Friday, and that happened again 2 weeks ago, eventually people are going to tune it out, you know? So your consistency with that, super, super dope, bro. And that's what I think is going to help continue to get like people to watch your shit every week, bro. It's a fun show, bro.
Okay, I'm actually excited about it. Like, I have a routine now. Like 2 o'clock, I nap. Like I nap, and then I get up around 3:30. I start listening to the guys' music, like everybody that was on the show that week. I start listening to their stuff, and then I smoke, and then I have a shower, and I start it up.
So you got to listen to the High Cats all day today?
I was listening to you guys. I was listening to the other guys.
You must have had a good fucking day then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Friday.
Yeah, bro, that's a good Friday.
Actually, I was looking for like the first video I ever seen of you guys. I couldn't find it. I think it was called "What's Up."
Bro, it's funny you say that. I brought this up. I don't think I sent it to him. I sent it to my buddy. I like that song though. To be honest, the video.
No, I did.
Like, I hate to say it because like we never had a problem with Substantial. I know a lot of other people did. So Substantial did that video for us. I don't know what happened. Like, he deleted it off the internet, bro. And I'm pretty sure it wasn't much. But I'm pretty sure we paid him like $100 or something for that. We definitely paid for that video. It wasn't much, but it was like something.
It was
Because
a
at
long
that
time
time,
ago, but
yeah, it was a super long time ago. But like, yeah, I don't know. He just deleted it for some reason, and I don't know why. Because I don't think we ever had a problem. Did we?
I don't think so.
I don't remember him ever doing anything to us or us doing anything to him. So I'm not sure why he chose to delete that. Maybe he just wasn't happy with it either. But
Yeah.
it wasn't a great video. But still,
The song was dope.
yeah. What's up? It was called "What's Up." And we stood on the back of a fucking like
what's
train
up?
and
We
just
the
waved.
Highcast, you say
Yeah.
what's up? We say hi.
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, we were pretty cheesy on that one, but you know, it was.
And like sometimes like the introduction for people, like people tell me like some of my old shit will always be their favorite, right?
The MC, the beat was fire too. Shout
Oh
out
yeah,
to
yo, MC produced that.
That was
No?
his beat. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yo,
right.
that beat was fire.
That was
bro.
the MC. That was that's a Hamilton classic. Like MC produced it.
Yeah, shout out
First
to the fucking
official
MC.
single
actually.
from the Highcast. I remember
Shut
getting
the-
Monster after that.
Yo,
The
can I just
Monster.
plug the Can I plug the MC quickly? I don't know if you've had the MC on your show or reached out to him.
Actually, he's actually on next week.
Okay, dope, bro. Because the MC is releasing a project, I believe, April 7th, man, and he's
Yeah.
someone that over the years, like same thing. He took a bunch of years off, and he's coming back. So, shout outs to the MC. It's good to see him back, man, because we like doing work with that guy, man.
Definitely tune in, everybody
What's up,
next
too?
week.
We need a beat.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting some.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, I'm definitely excited for that. Next week it's gonna be fire.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be dope. I'll tune into that.
For sure. Well, Sal, me and you have talked about food a lot, but Mitch, where is the best food place in Hamilton?
Oh, the best food place for anything.
Anything?
Well, what are we talking? Are we talking like quality food that's like quick still, or are we like restaurant food?
Yeah, what's the criteria?
Yeah,
here,
like
Eddie?
there's
So
so
you gotta break it down a bit.
It's
That's,
a little bit too broad for me there.
Best restaurant food?
Restaurant, like sit down restaurant.
Yeah.
You know what?
Think, wait. Hold on. Think really hard, bro. There could be sponsorship money. Say something Hamilton, and then we'll cut us a check.
Is there anything with the word cat in it?
Yeah.
Shit. No, you know what? Like me and my chick like to go Jack Astor's all the time. To be honest, like
Okay.
bruschetta from there is really good. Man, there's a place in Waterdown called Real Burger, and it's probably the best burger I ever had in my life.
What about Trap House? Because you said have I tried Trap House?
Trap House I
House
tried,
good?
and Trap House is pretty good. I actually liked Trap House.
Is hamburger like a Hamilton thing, or is that everywhere?
No, that's everywhere.
Is it everywhere?
Yeah, we got Burger Barn out here on the reserve. Burger Barn is fucking fire.
Yeah, if you're ever in Waterdown, Eddie G, check out Real Burger, man. Like honestly, the best burger I ever had.
You know, Hamilton has like probably my favorite fish and chip place, Hutch's.
Oh, buddy, yo,
Oh, yeah,
I've
Hutch's.
already had Hutch's twice this year. Bro. I literally that 1 week, like a week ago, where it was actually nice out. I went down to Hutch's. I went down to Hutch's one day with my buddy. The line wasn't that bad. You like social distancing, all that shit. It was super quick in, super quick out. 8 out in the car in the parking lot, which at Hutch's is pretty normal.
Yeah.
And then I went back 2 days later by myself because I'm a fat piece of shit. Bro, and I waited in line by myself. No shame, dude. It's like I'm having Hutch's. Hutch's has some history to it too, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of Ty Cat pictures up in there too, man. Hutch's is a Hamilton.
Yeah. I remember the first time I go in there. Burns took me, and there was a huge lineup. Huge lineup, and I'm like, yo, I'm like, this shit better be good. He's like, why would this many people be here?
Yeah,
You know,
bro.
he's like, why would this many people be here for if it wasn't that good? And I was like, true, you know?
Yeah, bro, it's so good, and it's like, man, I have so many childhood memories from Hutch's, bro. Like, Yeah, dude. Everyone goes down there. You know, that's the only advantage. It's less busy down there now than obviously other years. It almost got to the point where it's like that's why I didn't go for years because
my parents used to let me swim in that water.
Oh, buddy, you can't swim in that water now, man. You'll have a third year if you swim at Hutchins. Go there for the fish and chips, grab some food and shit. Don't go there for a swim. St. Port Dover, I can promise you. There's no water like that in Hamilton. There's no water like that in Hamilton.
McPhail.
So, you guys have any questions for me?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Really? I was waiting. I was like, what do you got? I want to hear this.
You said it confidently, like.
What did I ask you last time? I felt like I had a good one. Okay, I got a question.
All right.
Who should replace Alex Trebek? Canadian legend, bro.
Nardwuar.
Ooh.
That's a good answer. That's a great answer.
Oh, yo, that was quick. Has someone asked you that before?
No, I actually,
But you thought about it.
no, I was actually thinking about like people I sent out some emails to like some people that like I thought like I'm like, oh, I probably won't get this person, but like I want to send an email out just in case.
Yeah.
And like I haven't sent it yet, but I'm gonna send an email to Nardwuar and see if I can get him on the show.
Oh, bro.
That'd be amazing.
That would be the best, dude.
Yeah.
That was a fucking good answer, though, man. Like that.
Is that your idol? That's
no, I wouldn't say it's like my idol, but like as far as like Canadian interviewers, like
he's the best.
He's the best.
He's the best.
Not even Canadian.
The
maybe
only-
of like all time.
Oh, I don't
Yeah, like
he's in the
but,
league with
I wouldn't
Gabby,
say-
bro.
I wouldn't say he's my idol because it's a completely different style.
Right.
But like but I definitely appreciate his style of interview. Like
Oh, buddy, his style's so entertaining. When
That's
you can be a little different, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? That's the selling point and something like that because people can interview, bro. But Nardwuar, there's something about it like when it comes up. Even if I'm not like a huge fan of the artist per se,
Yeah.
I'm watching a Nardwuar interview 10 times out of 10 when that shit comes up because his interview style is so fucking unique, bro. It's super dope.
yeah, I've actually watched like interviews with people that I probably never watched, but it was good watch. So I'm like,
Good answer, man.
Yeah, man. Good
I'll
answer.
take
I like
I'll take Nardwuar for 1,000. There we go.
But yeah, Alex Trebek, definitely a Canadian legend. Fucking rest in peace, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to Alex Trebek, for real.
My parents always had that on the TV.
Same with me, bro. I had a cottage up north, so it's like there was a lot of that. We only got one channel up there off the satellite, and Jeopardy was one of them, man. It's like his voice is just like something you associate with your childhood, dude.
Yeah, like I felt great when I actually got one before my parents.
Yeah, one out of the
I got
many on
one.
the board once a week if you were lucky.
Yeah.
I'd wait till like sports came up, and I'd be like, you know what, I might actually have a chance at one of these, and I still wouldn't. Yeah, it's a good show to watch to remind yourself how actually stupid we are. Or does it mean like those people are actually that smart? Because I don't know, I feel like there's probably some people that like get like half the questions right, but like I don't know them or hang out with them. You know, I'd be lucky to get like one maybe on like a Monday when no one's watching and they make the questions easy, you know?
Is it
Right.
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Yeah, straight up. Fucking Nardwuar, let's do it.
All right, so
Let's ask you more questions, bro. Are we gonna run into the next questions?
let's get another one.
Okay, this is gonna be a rap-ish question.
Okay.
If shows were a thing that was happening right now, right, and live stuff, would you ever consider branching out past your interview thing and maybe taking on the job of like a promoter and start throwing shows to create some income and stuff in the Brantford area? Like, is there still a like, I know there's obviously the scene out there. I see Maloney and everyone killing it, Burrows and shit too. But like, do you guys have a spot to perform out there anymore? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, we do.
Let's say everything was open. Where's the spot in Brantford to perform at right now? Would you ever like start taking the reach that you have with artists and shit and seeing if you can start throwing shows with your audience and stuff?
It'd be something to kind of look into. Like back when like I actually had you guys I brought you guys to Brantford.
Yeah,
I only ran 2 shows like then.
yeah.
But like both of them did really well. But
Yeah.
because like I obsessed about trying to make them work. So like
Right.
like both of them did. It's a lot of work. I don't know. I actually don't know if like the turnout here for like the way Brantford doesn't really support like the like you can bring super dope people, you can tell them, and like the Brantford people. I actually think if more like
do you think that would change though if people could like now with like let's just say everyone like shit opened up or this COVID shit ends? I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of people who maybe got content with staying at home and missing shows and not really caring because whatever. Like I know people might not have as much money these days, but I think there's gonna be a need for people just to get out. And you might. I feel like once everything's open and good, there could be a big avenue for live music again. At least maybe even with our genre, because people are gonna want to get out. You know.
I actually think for the Brantford team to work. It would have to be like all of us would have to start talking again.
Like, sorry, say that again.
Like
talking.
Oh, is there problems up there with people?
Like me, like the only person I actually talk to is like as rapping now is Maloney.
Yeah.
So.
What is it? Just like people separated, or was there like a beef or something that just kept people away? Like when you say people gotta start talking again, you just mean like no one's actually grabbing it and trying to ring you together, or do you mean like
I feel like everybody's doing their own thing.
Right.
And,
that's all right.
Really trying to do anything together.
Right. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But sometimes it's like it just takes one person to do a little bit of the hard work.
Or one big show or something.
Yeah,
for sure.
Unfortunately, the days of like promoters for clubs are gone, so you almost just need that person to, like, I almost feel like I did that for a lot of years with a lot of Hamilton artists, bro. It's like I kept my ear to the streets and found people and stuff, and it's someone's got to do it, you know.
Like for me, like I'd actually come out to Hamilton to do that. Like if I wasn't around a show, I'd probably want to run in Hamilton.
Yeah, there's more people. I feel like Hamilton will have a big rebound. Like our goals aren't necessarily to just go back to performing in Hamilton all the time and shit. Like we definitely have bigger aspirations than that in the long run. But I think there's gonna be room for shows. Like I feel like our first show when things are normal will be pretty crazy.
Hope so.
All right. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on with the voice thing all of a sudden. But
maybe we've been here for too long.
Actually, Instagram actually changed their shit, so we actually get cut off at the hour point.
Are we there? We talked for that long?
We're at.
Oh shit! All right, well, EG, it's been fun. Let's call it a night.
Yeah.
I appreciate you.
So shout out the website and where people can get the music, the merge.
Instagram at the High Cats. We have basically the shop connected to the Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
I don't know the exact link, like High Cats Square site dot whatever. Either way, Facebook, Instagram, the High Cats, it's there.
Yeah,
shop button's there. It's easy. Spotify link is there at the High Cats. Basically everything at the High Cats at this point.
Yeah, if you get merch and stuff in your local Hamilton, we'll deliver as well. If you want to do e-transfers, if you're buying shirts and stuff like that. Spotify, the High Cats, iTunes, all the major stuff. YouTube.com/HighCatsTV.
That's one of them. We're trying to link our old one still.
Yeah, we're trying to work that part out. We don't get that.
Yeah.
But yeah, check us on Instagram.
We got 2 YouTube.
That's it.
2 tubes.
2 tubes.
All right. Thanks guys for being on the show.
EG.
Yeah, man. Always.
Slice, bro.
Peace.
That's that Benny sound.